I wonder if I should have used Restream for this, but we gotta start somewhere. We've been putting it off for quite some time. Didn't want to do it the other way, so we're gonna do it this way instead. Says we got excellent connection, and as far as I'm concerned, yeah, that looks pretty doggone excellent. I like my little third over there. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Lighting is okay. I mean, I didn't set it up for actual good lighting, but whatever. Okay, we surfing. I probably should set. I guess it don't really matter right now. Privacy is on public. Yeah. What do we? Let's go back to the subscription page. Let's see what we got on the subscription side of things. Switchy. All right. Let's see what we got here. I was just checking out the Saint. It ain't look that interesting. Let's refresh this. See what we got. Oh no, it's me. Withholding sex is witchcraft. What y'all talking about?
If you're gonna ask me a one word answer, I'd say no.
Okay.
For the simple fact that human beings are sinful enough. Everybody thinks that you need the devil to be evil, and humans are born evil. So I just think. I just think that the whole devil made me do it thing. That's just an excuse for justifying selfish behavior. So I just think that now could it be in certain situations? I guess. But the bottom line is human beings are selfish, and they can use certainly that as a tool for manipulation, and so it's sinful. It is. It certainly
look like they got a link
couple.
that I can
it certainly
hop
goes
up on
against,
actually.
certainly 1 Corinthians chapter 7, as you read earlier.
They talking about verse.
So absolutely, it's wrong. But I think that the whole, like I said, we don't need demons to be evil. Human beings, we got enough evil in us.
You got a point, actually.
To cover into the lifetime. So I just don't like putting everything off on the devil made me do it. I just think that people get in their selfishness and it can definitely tear up a marriage. No question about it. If unless it's for, like I said, health reasons or again, me and Payne, we got almost 60 years plus, 65 years plus between us now. So
I like how my live stream look. I ain't gonna hold you.
Maybe
I spent a lot of time getting this together.
I've seen
I kind of like it.
We
I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of like it.
We go through that. Like I said, I had 3 kids in 4 years. That'll definitely put a damper on your sex life. At least certainly the availability of it. Well, again, we weren't spring chickens either. So we were like, I didn't want to have a 20-year-old and a 5-year-old, which I have some friends who've done that. It's like, man, y'all done. Y'all went back and had another one. So it's like, y'all starting over. So I've seen that. And we were like, we're going to have these kids and I'm going to get snipped. And the baby making shop is closed at that point in time. So
I'm too scared to get in that sniff.
Just like everything.
Sniff stuff. I can't do that.
It's kind of targeted. Everything was kind of.
I'm good on that one.
Exactly. In fact, even going into marriage, it's like, this is what we're going to do. And I told my wife, like, when we got married, from start to finish was 10 months. From our first date to marriage was 10 months. But I told her, we're going to be married for 3 years with no kids. Because my thing is, again, if we can't live married, kids is not going to help us with that.
Right.
So I got to make sure you can be a good wife before you can be the mother of my kids. And so, again, we were very intentional about waiting and using that 3 years as sort of like a probationary period.
I guess that's smart, actually. It is a smart thing to wait before you have kids with a person, especially the way he did it. I think it's kind of ideal. That's pretty freaking ideal, man, to wait, chill with your wife, have a good time, because you might find out maybe y'all don't really want any kids. Could have been that y'all were just doing things because of the social society way of doing things. Well, me personally though, I want a ton of kids. Like, I need more. I got 3. I'd be cool with 6 more. How am I gonna get that done? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think about it as much as I used to, but it is something I'm still going to do. But you got to work your way to it. But I agree with him, man. Actually, he talking a lot though. But,
for us to see, could we do it? Because again, and we didn't live together either. So she went basically from her parents' house straight to my house, and so we had to definitely flesh all of that out. And so again, once we decide, okay, we're gonna have these kids, we're gonna have them, we're gonna close shop. And so we've written highs and lows. My wife, when she went through menopause, that was another hurdle that we had to get through because her libido just left. I mean, it was just gone. So we had to work our ways to a working, arrangement, and understanding of that. And it wasn't so much that she didn't enjoy it anymore. It's just, again, she didn't have the initiative anymore. Mm-hmm. And that was just something to kind of, get her over that. And we've had highs and lows with that. I think it's almost like, because a lot of the videos,
oh my god, how long is this nigga gonna talk, man? Like, hey man, come on, like it's like 4 other people on the panel.
So some people, you got blocks, you got them calendars, those monthly calendars. I got Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Put it in, put the time in or whatever, and just get it done.
All right, we heard you. We got you, bro.
That's not the necessarily most romantic thing.
We got you.
But the result is pretty much the same.
All right, we got you.
I haven't seen any.
We understand.
Benefits from that.
Cool.
So again.
Oh my God, man!
But just like exercise, sometimes you're just not motivated to go to the gym. You had a hard day. It's just stressful.
Bro, we heard you, man. Like, look, the niggas is like, yo, when you like
out of control.
Look at JT. Is he even looking at the actual panel, or is he
have fallen off
on the second screen doing something else?
Whatever it is, or your diet for that matter. Guys are real good on the diet for a while. Yeah, I lost 10, 15 pounds, but then
this nigga is long.
Weight, just like I just did this past weekend, and kind of got off the diet a little bit. And the problem is you can't get back on the diet again afterwards. So all that dieting that you did, you lost all that weight, you gained 15 pounds back because you fell off. And so again, you have to constantly work that thing. And me and my wife, we've done that. In fact, we did that recently. But we just had to have conversation. So conversation, prayer, just like the pastor was saying, yeah, sometimes you need to go into prayer on that. And sometimes you may need to take a fast.
Is this how the panel is supposed to go?
To say, look, we need a reset to get some things right.
I thought panels were like kind of a back and forth type of thing.
And then, we
like switch. She'll
come to that conclusion. Because mine, I guess the problem with being fit is that you're kind of always on, which is why
this man's giving like a whole monologue, bro.
Because that has a great impact on.
Like, how long I've been streaming for?
Your testosterone levels get raised, and
I've been here for a good 5 minutes.
So I never really fell off. My wife, on the other hand, that's another story.
Please don't do this. Please don't do the story.
So again, having that understanding, sometimes, every once in a while, we may have to revisit that if it's getting scale, or if it feels like it's like going to the gym. It's like, oh man, I gotta, and then it's like, hold up, let's do a reset, because we know what it's like when it's not good. So so sometimes we got to do that reset. So I think I agree. I listened to a little bit of what our pain was saying earlier. Yeah, it is. You got to be understanding.
I'm just looking at the time
to an extent, but then you have to have the conversation. And maybe that may take you getting out of your environment, because sometimes the home environment can be the most stressful place. I like our pain. Sometimes, you know what? We don't have to go to Hawaii or anything like that. Just get out of your room. You get out of your house and go down to a Ramada Inn or whatever you got to go to, or whatever it is. Just get out of your environment for a couple days. Just to do a reset.
I'm trying to hear what the other guys are going to say.
So I think how you combat.
Somebody got to stop this nigga, man.
That sinful behavior.
Somebody got to stop. You gotta stop him.
How do you get back to
I ain't never gonna quit.
Again, that same script.
He ain't never gonna quit, bro. He's never gonna stop, yo.
Relationship. If things are getting routine, if things are getting old.
Oh my God.
You need to do that reset.
If I wasn't interested in whatever this got to say, man.
When I talk about my marriage. This is marriage season 29. I'm not saying that the only time I said happy anniversary was the post that I did. I don't care about 28 years anymore. It's done. It's over. The only thing that matters is right now, this season. And we spent some time this weekend covering all kinds of things. Our intimacy, our finances, our travel. What do we want to do? So we intentionally kind of take these periods of time, this anniversary time, to plan for the next season. Just like the Philadelphia Eagles, yes, they won the championship.
Oh my gosh, man!
But they still got a draft.
This nigga just taking over the entire
like,
panel, bro. Like
they won that championship with. They're not on the team anymore. So you have to be constantly in that mode of building and changing and growing. And what are we going to do now? Because that's the only thing that's really important now. If I think JT messed me up a while ago.
This nigga
right
here,
talked about the goal of marriage.
Is this how the whole thing went?
Death.
Like, did everybody take like 20 minutes to say something?
Else is a failure.
Yeah.
So if we got divorced next year, it's a failure. So for us, it's like, so right this time, right now,
you gotta cut this nigga off, bro.
Is the most important for us. So how we doing?
He ain't never gonna stop.
How is the intimacy?
It's
we
not
enough, too much, too little. You know, something new you want to try, whatever. That's got to be on the table.
All right, cool. We got you. And
I think that's how you.
Okay.
All
right.
Talk about those sinful thoughts,
bro. We got you.
Thoughts, or maybe
we
someone else.
We understand.
Something like that. That's how you stay engaged.
I think we understand, bro.
Your communication.
Come on, man.
Also by your compliance.
They just being nice on the panel right now. Just trying to be. I get it. This nigga not sharing a mic. God, good.
Cooperation has.
Damn, nigga.
Like, what we gonna do? We talked enough. Are we going?
Yeah, you talked enough. Now you kind of talked enough.
And that's just what we do.
You kind of talked enough.
We said every year, and for the last probably 7, 8 seasons since we kind of took on this, we're actually probably 6 because really during the pandemic is really.
This nigga.
A lot of people.
My nigga, yo, come on, bro. Like nigga, look, niggas been drinking water all day. Like, yo, bro, like when you going?
But we already knew that things were probably bad for a while. And simply just a divorce or whatever, that was just the final of it. It's been simmering for a long time. And so we're just very intentional about, again, keeping short accounts and just making sure that we stay on. Are we good? We never try not to let, back in the day, we go 2-3 weeks without talking to one another.
I wish you stopped talking right now.
It's a day or two.
I'm trying to hear somebody else on the panel.
But we got to a point where,
at
the very least,
can I throw a super chat in this bitch somewhere? Like, is there a way we can do super chats? Is there a super chat button in this bitch?
Why I'm upset about it?
Yeah, there is, man.
So that's just been the if you want to call it work.
If you don't hurry up, I'm throwing a super chat.
Put into it.
Come on, man, like, bro.
No, I don't think this is demonic stuff. But again, you can certainly let demons in, no question. Yeah. You leave that door open. A whole lot of stuff can come in.
I know one thing.
It's got nothing to do with reality, nothing to do with what's real. You start thinking them thoughts, and those things, if you don't cut that, cut it off at the heels, yeah, it can mushroom into something that you don't want.
Okay, I'm hoping sound like he's wrapping it up now.
All aspects, but that one in particular. Because at this point, again, we don't have, especially now, our kids are basically grown.
Thought this nigga was wrapping it up, bro.
We're not in that. So right now, it's just us and the dog. That's it. When my girls move out, it's going to be us and the dog. So what are we going to do? Are we good? And are we going to keep this thing moving for successive seasons after that?
Thank you.
Mr. Ben, I want you to do me a favor. This is for, I want you to read something for me. Look at this.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, dude, you were almost. It's like, I guess they wanted a part. They wanted a part 2, I guess, or
21,
part. Yeah.
2010, 5 and 2. Oh hell no!
Everybody
keeping the kids coming in.
Everybody is different.
I hate them for it.
Everybody's different.
When I'm 47, Mr. Bennett, I will be an empty nester at 47.
Yeah. I'll wait for like I said, I'll wait for the grandkids to come.
The funny thing is that the kid that's 2 is gonna get a kick out of being the aunt or uncle or the grandson.
Yeah, he's gonna be younger than the grandson.
They're gonna get a kick out of it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Shout out to Anta. Shout out to Anta.
Many of them, it's gonna be probably a group of them. It's like his aunties and uncles are gonna be like his cousins.
Oh yeah.
That's
You know, that shows like a real tight family, how deep that taproot is. In my family, we got second cousins that are like brothers and sisters.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
Super chat. He said JT
And
makes
shout out
valid-
again. It's also showing again that they're healthy. Because again, I mean, they talk about once you get past certain ages or whatnot, having kids past a certain age, that the risk is involved. So the fact that the kids are healthy and you know, and growing, a salute to him. You know, they've been doing something right. So appreciate the thank you for sharing.
I think I think they're taking sex more. It's kind of like they used it the way it was supposed to be used. Like even when we're talking about the whole thing of, you know, we being hyperbolic when it comes down to the whole witchcraft thing and evil, but when you have a family, because that's unorthodox now to have something like that, even with the ages that they have. But like I look at talking to you, Mr. Bennett, talking to R. Payne, talking to BMU, it's kind of like I'm talking to millionaires, right? It's kind of like that. When I'm talking to you guys take your marriage and your children and the relationship you have with your wife and your children, like the relationship that millionaires have with money, right? It probably sounds crazy, but it sounds like I'm talking to millionaires. It's like you guys figured out not just what works with you. You just found out what works, right?
I ain't never really heard Mr. Ben talk
Hearing
stuff
you
of the day,
guys talk,
but I heard R. Payne talk
it's just
before,
basic
so
stuff.
I would say yeah.
You throw ego out the way. You put you still take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You also make sure that your wife is taken care of, and then secondary, that's when you start having the relationships that you have with your kids, especially when you got adult kids. So it sounds like you guys are know how to run the bank.
Sound about right,
You know what I'm
actually.
saying? You know how to get more and more, because what you ended up doing.
I mean, it sounds logical,
The way
to say the
that you
least.
went through life, even though your kids probably go a different route, and they will, because they're a different generation, they have a different, you know, surroundings. But you guys passed on something to them that at least there are certain things and principles that you guys had implemented that they're adopting themselves. They just have to figure out how to implement it, especially when you have girls. It seems more. It seems like it would be more difficult with girls, but now that because I have girls, and what I
It's like me, you, and RP.
Oh,
yeah.
It's like what happened?
So their observation of
all y'all girls grown.
Yeah,
all
but
of it, all of it grown.
I'm just saying we can pass that was that Y chromosome.
Yeah,
You
it was.
couldn't get it.
That's just. But I understand it now, because what I'm understanding, like my girls, they really observe, and now that they're older, they start to ask more questions, right? And then I'm looking in their life. Like my oldest daughter now, she's very deep into the therapy type of thing. I'm gonna try to get her to come on, because she wants to start doing the whole thing. She don't want to have this podcast where she wants to be, you know, like a celebrity. She wants to be this so she can help people. So she's starting to be into this psych therapy type of thing. She's doing internships and all this. And so the conversations we're having, man, I ain't gonna even lie. It's like it makes you proud that you have a vessel that you see the strength in them, where you like, damn, you about to make major differences that's in there. But the one that she's coming to more now is me. We sit back and had conversation. One night I just forgot that I was talking to my daughter. I'm just having conversations like I'm talking to a regular, you know, woman that's a friend of mine. And then I was like, hold on, this is my daughter talking. You know, it's just certain things. And she started talking about
Cool
her
moment, actually.
observation of me, her
Cool
observation
moment.
of her mother, the relationship that her and her sister have, the relationship she have outside when she's dating. So, like, talking to you guys, I'm literally saying, like, damn, it's like me talking to some millionaires, some guys that are super rich. Mr. Bennett, I saw, I'm in this dope that, we on other platforms I can observe. And I seen that when you was talking about you and your wife was in an undisclosed. I said, that's crazy. He said, so your intentions, man, you're so intentional with it where if people can actually understand what you're saying, it does bring everything to sex. It brings it back to sex because it can be used, the intimacy between a woman and a man can bring on way more than just sex itself. Sex itself is just what it is, right? Mm-hmm. It's just something that, and there's no value in it unless you have some type of intentions. And if you have ill intentions for sex, you end up getting a whole bunch of ill intentions or the end results, right? It's like, damn, it's messed up.
I don't know about that one.
That's why when you hear
I don't know about that one right there, though.
Now in the world where you got all this baby mama, baby daddy, you got people that are married and someone's cheating on another person and things like that. I'm really coming to the consensus, and the conclusion is that that's because people are not intentional at all. They have other intentions other than the betterment of family and community.
That's true.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Now I got CJ. CJ in here. He says, "To me, sex can only be weaponized by a virtuous woman. A bust down could never. 5,432 other men have been in there, but I can't." Bye, Felicia. I agree with him on that. I think that if a woman has been, adjusting back seats for 15 years, and then she gets married and tell her husband he can't sit in the front seat, this is a problem. It's a problem. I think that's what the biggest problem is amongst me and Mr. Bennett and Arpain and JT. I think that, men know, hey, my woman had a past. I don't know the extent of it, but somebody was getting that ass. And now that we're married, it's a shortage? I mean, that's unfair. I think it's unfair. I think it's unfair that a woman would do things with another man. You go to a class reunion, they be like, man, I remember when they miss you. Or, remember how she used to have it to the side and slap it on her lip? And, and you overhear that and be like, damn, she ain't never did that for me.
What?
Oh, I don't want to know.
Right? Like,
that's the thing. We don't want to know about our woman's
I tell you guys,
man.
Well, listen, but BMU, honestly, listen. I told you guys that story 100 times, man. I don't know. Who wants to know that shit? But let me tell you this.
Mr. Benny, you want to know. I mean, not Mr. Benny. You ain't got to know nothing because there was nothing.
You didn't have to worry about it. You didn't have to worry about it. But so what I'm trying to say is, why do you really want to know that? I mean, I don't understand it. But here's the thing. Whether you know it or not, just like you could tell a gigolo from an incel, you should be able to tell a little bit if your lady was a past 304 or somebody had a little bit of virtue left by the way they move. You got to be able to at least pick that shit up. And so for people to say you can't, I think that's crazy. I don't think you're in tune enough. Maybe you shouldn't marry that woman. I mean, when I was with my wife, when we were fiancés, I knew that she wasn't some harlot out there. I just knew. Because I didn't think I was any great shakes or anything, man, but the way she clung to me when we got together, and the way she was always available, no hidden weeks where I couldn't find her, none of that.
I'm not doing that one. That first combo was kind of threw me out the window, bro. What's over here? What you talking about?
Much stronger than love.
Damn, Myron, you still on? You're still alive?
So I don't even play games with love. That's for women. Like, yeah, y'all could be in love and feel all that. That's so cute. That's so cute, but we don't even need to deal in that. Like my kids, like more than love, you're my lineage, you're my DNA, you're my name, you're what I'm leaving in the world, you're my offering. And my love not even the same as the love your mother's gonna give you. Like I need you to perform to my sons.
We have Parts coming in with an update. He said,
Bro, this is the update.
I believe her though because most Indian males in my parents' generation are weak. I can 100% believe the physical abuse.
Yeah, me too.
Her mother doesn't want to leave.
Oh, they Indian? I definitely believe it.
And that's a beautiful thing, though, that mother doesn't want to leave because that's how a woman should be.
Look at her face.
Even if she get her ass whooped?
I think that's a reason to leave, but the inclination should be to not leave. So her mother is completely...
Y'all are impossible.
No, her mother is correctly calibrated, which is to stay in a marriage because a marriage is a lifetime contract. However, I think one of the great times, if a woman must ever leave, I think a great time to leave is when you start putting his foot in your ass. I think that's a great time to start packing your bags. One thing I will advise in terms of Parth is that it's not necessarily your role or even her daughter's role to facilitate her exit out of her marriage. If she asks for help or needs help to do that when she's made her own decision, then of course you support her. But it's nothing that you would push her to, and it's nothing that you would try to override her decision making. You just support her in that decision. That is the mother. But his question is about the daughter, I would think, right? So what was his initial question with regards to the daughter? Did you already archive that or you got that? Okay. Y'all got to get the likes up. That's crazy. This is pure ism.
Yeah, it is what it is, bro.
Pure uncut.
It ain't likable.
About what to do.
I mean, you got 154 likes.
Get mind your own damn business.
215 people watching. That's not. That really ain't bad stats, man.
And be happy, and be thankful that your parents weren't in that situation. There's only you can care about people, but they got to care about themselves. Yeah.
It's because the father is also abusing
the daughter.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, then you need to get that daughter. If you want to hold on to that daughter, and that daughter is ready to make a move, you need to get her extracted out of that situation. Because she's just going to be taking on more and more damage. And one thing I always remind you guys of is a man that's had a lot of experiences makes him wise. A woman who's had a lot of experience makes her scarred. So you got to extract her from that situation.
You kind of got a point there. I ain't gonna hold you. You got a point there, actually.
She laughing at
I kind of agree.
Why is that funny?
Versus knowledgeable.
Yeah, but women might gain some knowledge, but because they have a trauma and negative emotion, it's not going to allow them to operate more effectively in the world. It'll cause them to operate, in a more broken way, in a more defensive, cautious, fearful way, instead of being more shrewd and, more strategic. That's what we know.
Yeah,
we know.
You kind of got a point.
Like, think that you're Xena, warrior princess. Like, nah, like y'all are. That's
the play. Yeah.
That was crazy. I don't know why it was so fire. And wanted to smash on the low, but
she was pretty. Yeah. Gabrielle, right? Yeah, she looked good too.
You guys like to think that you're Xena, warrior princess, when really you're just a female, which means that's all y'all are. And you like to think that you like Chung Li or something, but it's not
we just
true.
like to think we're just as human as y'all. That's it.
Y'all are.
We came out of a coochie just like y'all did, and we got a heart and liver and all that. We just have different parts here, so we just like to think we can reason the way you guys reason. But if we can't, maybe I'm wrong.
Right.
Maybe I'm freaking wrong. Maybe the fact that we have a coochie done some up here, so we're not able to operate when we have experience after experience after experience, versus y'all excel with all these experiences, and you become the great big man that you are today.
Right.
I'm just like, okay,
that sounds about right.
We both ain't human.
We both are human. But you guys are maybe a little more animal-like.
I would say it's the other way around. Y'all more animal-like.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
Just making that nigga think. Look.
I don't know.
She kind of got a point, though. I see where she coming from, almost in a way.
He says, if you always had this fear of being a single mom with no help, or a married single mom, doesn't that suggest that there's a deeper issue at play?
Whose fear is that? I never said I feared any. I never even said single mother this whole time.
She did. Did she say that? Yeah, I don't recall it.
I know I'm not going to be a single mother.
You might not be a mother at all.
Thank you.
You are gonna be a mother.
Yeah,
so now you didn't change your mind because before you said it was up in the air. Those were your exact
out
words.
Out of my control.
Is it?
Out of my control. I can't just choose whatever man I want to be like. Hey, you come here.
That's ironic because you actually can do that. That's the funny part. You actually can do that. That is actually within your control.
You gotta work for it though. I think that's what she's not clarifying. She don't want to put the work in.
Do you know how many women have tried to get?
Saying than doing, but thank you.
No, it's within your control. Believe that. In fact, your whole life. If it was in my control, I would have been controlled it by now. That's what I'm saying. If it was up to me. What's the hard part?
Choosing the right man.
Choosing the
Every
right
man ain't the right man. And like I said, I want when I have my son, I want him to look up to his dad like, yeah. Okay.
So you've already had many years of choosing the wrong man. Would you let me choose your next man for you?
Yeah.
I trust you.
She lying. That shit's cap, nigga.
All right, we'll see what's up.
Man, that shit was straight cap. That's not happening.
Have one wife. Is that cool?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Let me try it out.
There you go. Try it out.
Hey, look, better than nothing.
Okay. You said another update.
I advise the daughter to mind her own business and do not facilitate the divorce. I was curious about whether I should pursue the daughter.
That's what I thought it was, yeah. Look, Par, I say never throw away an asset, and if right now she's operating as an asset, I would carry on with her, but you really need to learn this woman. People harbor a lot of things, and what you need to figure out is how her resentment for her father or how, anything lurking under that surface is going to affect you or come out and attack you. I remember one time I was dating a Mexican girl, 100% Mexican.
What's this?
Doors.
Close the doors.
Ushers, close the doors.
Close the doors. Don't let nobody out.
Doors. Close the doors.
Talk about SAP.
Everybody hit my cash app.
Everybody hit my
Y'all
cash
ain't
app.
going no place but to the restaurant.
Right? Shit. We all leaving together.
There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching.
Everybody hit the cash app.
It's 1,000.
Everybody hit the cash app. Hey niggas out here begging for money like that. Nigga, you got 25 niggas watching your stream right now, bro. You didn't hit the 1,000 YouTube mark. I'm pretty sure you got the watch time hours already. I'm pretty sure you got your ad revenue popping off. Like, come on, man. Like, stop the madness.
This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this,
nigga already got the cash app to go on the bottom too. Let me stop hating.
All I'm asking is for everybody to give me $20.
Yo, this nigga, man. Is that part of the show?
Give me $20.
I get it. I can't. I catch it now. I get it. I think he's playing off the Marvin Sapp shit. Okay.
You tell me. If everybody give me like 500? Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man.
I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed.
$20.
So now Marvin Sapp is being criticized after this video resurfaced from 2024. A lot of people had something to say about him telling ushers to close the church doors.
That nigga was sweating like a mug.
Inside the church and online to donate $40,000.
I'm so over it. What made me mad looking at it is he used scripture to get.
Listen, yes, Blood Moon, it will be 500.
Hey, look, man. Most of y'all, man, talking about something. He used scripture. You niggas don't even be reading scripture. People be talking about like I'm not saying Marvin Sapp did the right thing. I'm not saying that. But what I am going to say is, I don't like it when people say that I don't like the fact. No, the more I look at it, man, and he used scripture to try to point his argument in the right direction. And so you don't even know what scripture what it is. You don't know where to find it. It's not like you be in your Bible. You're not reading it. I bet you don't. I put money. She don't even know there's 4 different type of ways of giving. She don't even know that though. All right. She probably think offering and tithes is the same thing. Stop it.
$20. 25 people. Don't leave. Yo, hey.
Close the chat. Close the chat.
iPhone and Android.
Close the chat.
Lock this one. Hey, lock them. Hold up. Wait a minute. YouTube. Hold them. Hey, you better give me $20. That's 500 in my pocket. I had to pay for StreamYard. I had to pay for StreamYard. If I didn't pay for StreamYard, I had to lead by example. If I didn't pay for StreamYard, y'all wouldn't be here right now.
StreamYard ain't free either.
You'll be somewhere else.
And the thing do cost money.
Who knows what?
That $40,000.
Give me 1 to 2 weeks.
Who knows
and I'll
what?
show you how you can start your own.
Look at this. This is another scammer.
Oh, this nigga ain't even got the YouTube Premium? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Gotta have the YTP.
Whatever time frame when God did something for the people, they gave to God because
You don't even know what he talking about.
from God, so they gave back to God. Then he said, well, just like tonight, if you all received whatever, he said, did you all receive anything tonight? Basically a word, because he preached. They like, yeah.
I asked each and every one of you how many of y'all received something from Lord of the Lord. Everyone in this place said these words, I did.
So he basically telling them, if y'all receive something, then get a $20.
All right. No, they.
That little boy funny. He always eating food.
This is a small seed. I need 1,000 people. 1,000 people.
I'm using that clip.
I need 1,000 people to sow $20. I don't see the baskets. I don't see the baskets.
Now there's 1,000. I said close them doors. Close the doors, ushers. Close the doors.
Close the doors.
Close the doors.
He got the sweat. Look, he got the sweat on the shirt too, though.
Ushers. Now we need $40,000. There's 1,000 of you in here. There's 1,000 of you online. People online. We have your information, your IP address, your location, your credit cards. Give us your money, or we will leak it to the dark web. $40,000. That's all we need. I'm not going to tell you what it's for. Where am I going?
I'm never gonna pay it.
He said he ain't paying.
I'm never gonna pay it.
He ain't paying.
What you gonna do?
To Marvin Sapp, you would have never made them $40,000 off of me.
I like her.
You would have never made it. Okay, I would have told the whole congregation. A matter of fact, that table that the Holy Communion sits on, that would have been all over your ushers if they wouldn't.
If she wearing scrubs, yeah, she got the scrubs on. Yeah, she got the scrubs on. Yeah.
My damn way, because what you mean, lock the doors? That's since when do we gotta pay you to preach? Like, I understand sowing the seed, but I seen somebody on there say, "Is the ground fertile?" Because what?
Fair, hey, that's a fair assessment. I'm all down for sowing seeds in church, but is the ground fertile? That's a fair assessment, actually.
That was wrong.
That's very fair.
Yeah, sure would've. Cause absolutely not. I know God ain't wake your behind up and tell you to do that to them people. I know He didn't tell you. That was not part of the word. Okay, y'all. At this point, y'all making up your own Bible and words. Cause absolutely not. Yeah, I only take 4 quarters of church anyways because I don't understand why is it 6 offerings in one sermon. We haven't even ate yet. We on the 3rd offering? Absolutely not. Yeah, I take 4 quarters every time to my give from the heart. Yeah, I'm finna give from the bottom of my purse. 1 quarter for this offering, 1 quarter for the next offering. Absolutely not. I gave you all I could give. You gonna judge me? That's what I thought. Y'all is crazy. Stop letting these people play in y'all face. Because, baby, it would have took the whole choir to get me off of you if you want to lock me in that damn church. I'm telling you that right now.
Marvin Sapp, he's been getting dragged for a couple of days now, sparking a conversation
Dragging.
about church offerings.
They dragging that nigga.
Feel obligated to give or not.
Drag.
The media and radio host
Ricky Smiley
even stepped in to defend him.
Sure did.
Let me just tell you why this bothered me. I understand everybody have an opinion on tithes and offering and how it was done. But here's the problem with that. one thing I hate lies. And I hate.
Ain't this the same nigga that lied about a baby or something like that? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I could have sworn he just had a scandal about not saying the daughter or boy or whatever wasn't his or something like that. I don't know, man. I was never a Ricky Smiley fan anyway, but that whole Kamala Harris thing he was doing, man, look, man, he was shooting them. It was just shot after shot after shot. I think Marvin Sapp did a worse thing on going on his platform to get that done. What he should have did, right? He should have went on a totally different platform to really get his message across. Because it's almost like you going on a Ricky Smiley show if you rather be in the echo chamber. And even then, that didn't help. All right? It's not like a lot of people really messing with Ricky Smiley like that. At least not the people. The people that was already defending you, Mr. Sapp, was already watching Ricky Smiley. The people who are not defending you, most of them really ain't watching Ricky Smiley. So you was better off doing, you know what you should have did, right? You should have did a nice little interview with Anton Daniels. You know what I'm saying? That would have been your best bet. maybe, but you know, you trying to play a safe game, but whatever. Hey, what do I know?
Y'all know damn well that man didn't say nothing about lock. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors.
Yeah, right. All he said was close the door.
Bet he ain't say lock him. You say that true.
You acting spooky. You acting all spooky and scary and shit.
He ain't say lock him.
All he said was close the
doors, which ain't really that bad compared to locking. So he got a point there. It was just to close the doors. It's for people's safety anyway.
Close the doors.
Safety.
Close the doors. The word lock means don't let in, don't let out. Close means you can go out if you want. The pastor asks you not to go out. And if you choose to go out, you can go out. Or if you snatch the door and the ushers at the door, you can go in. Okay? Y'all told a damn lie. You love to get on, you love to tap people down by lying on them and without clear context.
You got a point there too, though.
Nobody from that church,
I agree with that statement.
in that congregation, complained, and every pastor that I seen her talk to didn't have no issue with it. You took one clip.
YouTube, close the doors. Yo, everybody here, I need y'all to send me $5.
I dumped this nigga. Don't with this nigga. Where else we going? Who else up? Paying her to leave. Anthony Edwards, child support issue, dating younger. Yo, did he ever get to the Kanye West joint over here? Let's see here. Maybe he did. I think he did. What that act over there? Go back over here.
For Goodfellas, I'm assuming if they had wiretaps on them, they probably have wiretaps on Lil Baby. But anyways, she continued. She said someone mentioned in one of those wiretap phone calls that Lil Baby had tickets.
Oh, now niggas are complaining about the audio. Bro, I can't win with y'all, man. All right, I'm bringing it down to 180.
On some people's heads. Tickets obviously being a bag or a price tag, right? Basically, allegedly in these wiretap phone calls, someone was saying that Lil Baby had put money in the streets to get some of these guys gone. And that is very, very interesting to say the least. Now, even though these guys are...
Bro, he's gonna end up like Dirk. Dirk did this dumb shit and Dirk ended up with a fucking murder for hire charge, which we actually covered in detail. Bro, nigga self-snitched on himself so bad. Dirk is cooked, by the way, chat.
Yeah, I think so too.
Little Dirk is absolutely
I don't think Dirk ever get now, actually.
Cooked beyond belief.
They're in court, they're facing these charges. It seems like the sliding is still going on, right? Because on the 29th of March, this article right here came out that says, man shot and killed in Southeast Atlanta, police say.
Hey guys, we're still at 2,900 likes. Guys, let's get to 3,000. Need to be at 3,000, my ninjas.
Sound like you made it though.
3,000 likes. Let's go.
And article has very few details, but it says at around 11:50 p.m. on Friday, officers were called to an address on Lakewood Avenue where they found a 27-year-old man with a gunshot wound. He was taken to Grady Memorial Hospital where he later died. Right? That's all of the details that were provided, but another journalist coming out of Atlanta named George Chitty, y'all may have seen him. He did some Vlad TV interviews and things like that when the YSL trial was going down, and he kind of helped add some context to this news story. He sent this, I don't know if I'm gonna call it a tweet or what, because it was sent on the Blue Sky platform, but he sent this out and it said, it appears that the murder victim is Keontae Davis, a defendant in a murder case involving 4PF gang members. He then said the medical examiner's office confirmed that it was Davis. Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis began preparing a RICO case involving 4PF and an offshoot of the Goodfellas prison gang. The offshoot is OMF, even as the YSL case was plotting through court. I sense that the death of Davis here will accelerate things. He continued, he said 4PF was the label that Lil Baby produced music through. It's also a violent street gang that has both victimized and been victimized in this gang war. Davis, which is the guy that just died on the 29th, was a co-defendant of Nathan Benford, also known as 4PF Nate, who was sentenced to 20 years for murdering a man named Jaquavius Wilson in 2023. The DOJ indicted 8 members of the Goodfellas gang a couple of weeks ago and have received an order to seal some of the documents in the case because the Goodfellas are expected to murder snitches. Similarly, the death of Davis may also be a reprisal for cooperating in the plea deal on the Wilson murder. All right, so y'all listen to what...
Hey guys, breaking news. Breaking news. You guys want to see something funny? Neo-Nazi podcasters coming to campus next week to debate the liberals.
Put that nigga up there?
Bro, these dudes are so bad. Bruh. Yo.
I mean, you did do it.
Yo, these dudes are pressed.
Yeah, you did do it, bro. You put the mask on. That nigga put the mask on, man. You did put the mask on, so.
Oh man.
You put the mask on.
Audience pays to harass female guests out of his live streams. Myron makes money from cyberbullying.
All right, what else we got, man? What else we got?
Yeah, them motherfuckers will kill you, dog.
Yeah, that too.
I agree with you.
Off
I feel you too, K. That late night coochie be good and marinated too.
What I miss?
More like be like I am, and I'd rather get with somebody that's already rocking with the way that I'm going. I don't want to work. I don't want to work out with you. I don't want to work on nothing with you.
You don't want to work out with them. Like,
I'm saying I don't want to work through issues in a relationship. Okay. I just want to have a good relationship. I'm not the type of person that's gonna sit there and try to program. No,
that's
it's not.
hard. Yeah, you got to get a woman that's on point. Like, this ain't. It ain't. I get where you're coming from, and I get that you could do it, nigga. But women is out here being difficult. Even this, you can see the spirit of a woman, even in the sweetest woman. You can like see past it to something else, and
that means that she's not for me.
Fair. Yeah, that do make sense.
I don't want to talk to everybody. I just only want to be around the people that, you know what I'm saying, that I want to be around. I'm not interested in confrontation. I'm not interested in arguing. I'm not interested in going back and forth. I don't want to work at it. I don't want to sit down and talk about our issues. I'm not interested in that. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, fair assessment. Look, man, this was cool for me. I was able to get the stream out the way. It's been a long time. I feel like I'm a little rusty at it and whatever, but I wanted to keep this one up. I do have another show that I'm working on. And my problem is that I have to get better at actually doing the work, putting the work in to get everything together. But it will be called Observe and Report. It's going to be fantastic. It will be great. I believe it's going to grow very, 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 very fast. Right now, I'm thinking about doing it from starting at like 1:30 p.m. I want to do it 5 days out the week. Hopefully, I'll be able to get that done. For me, it sounds reasonable, and it also sounds like very, very doable. So, until then, yeah. But I had to get this out because I was going to actually do the show now, but I was like, yeah, it's kind of late. You know what I mean? And I gotta get up early in the morning. Like, I want to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning every day now, which is a stretch, man. Today I did it today, but I still took a nap, which kind of messed me up. But I couldn't think, man. I was trying to do something, but I couldn't think. So it's all good. Plus, I wanted to like test the YouTube out to make sure it wasn't gonna be skipping, messing around. The kbps was fine. That worked out pretty well. I didn't have any drop frames whatsoever. Delayed on 10 seconds is pretty good. YouTube was working pretty well. So overall, I think that's good. Plus, I didn't have none of my thumbnails set up and ready. I didn't think about that. So I do have some sections that I'm going to look at, but I think I'm gonna change some things around. So I'm going to end up setting the show up tonight, getting that ready. So tomorrow, thumbnails and lower thirds, I'm gonna have all that ready, getting that ready to go. Because I'm learning myself and I'm learning how I want to actually get things done. But nonetheless, for those of you who have clicked this video and it's been 6 months after today's date, I guarantee you that we will be over our 1,000 subscribers. We will be well over our watch time hours. I forgot how many it is, but whatever it is, we will be monetized. We will be good to go. And it will be fantastic and fine. So, honestly, I think I am ready for it all. Yeah, we set. I am starting a little late, though. Starting in April. I thought to start somewhere like in mid-January, but, life happens, and that's just an excuse. But at the very same time, I had to get some things out the way first. So, yeah. So, I'm out.